All right. Very good.
We'll chat after the hangout too. What's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Joe. We're live, and we're hanging out here. Let me just get my camera all set up. I just got a couple of things to do. Just bear with me here, and then we'll be good to go. I got Carl with me on the hangout.
How's it going, everyone?
It's kind of funny. I might as well tell him right now because I really want to tell him.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Carl is actually doing tech support for Apple while he's doing a hangout.
Right.
That's cool. That right? That is so awesome, man. You know what I'm talking about? And,
I'm committed, Joe. I'm committed.
That's what I'm saying. You got people out there making all kinds of excuses and everything, and here you got a guy who's doing Apple tech support while he's doing this. So he might drop in and out over here. Well, he'll be on, but he might have to mute himself out or do something on there. So, so guys, if you're on the call, there's a chat box. Feel free to chat. Let me know if you can see us and hear us okay. Otherwise, I'll adjust my settings over here. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. I think you can. And I'll tell you what we're gonna. Let me just check the box here. Yeah, chat away, guys. Don't be afraid to chat and tell me what's going on and help me out here and let me know what's up. All right. Aaron is I think Aaron's with us. What's up, Aaron, my man? My man. And yes, he said yes. Okay. Yeah, there's a delay on the left side, but I can see everybody's answers on the right side. Very weird. This is Google. Google can be kind of finicky. It's kind of funny, guys. When I first got on here, I was using Internet Explorer, and it won't even go through. You know, I have to use either Firefox, which I've never had that problem before. I wonder if it's something I'm doing, but I could get on with Firefox or Chrome, but it's very weird. So anyway, guys, my name is Joel Balsamo. This is Carl below, and it's kind of funny, and I'll tell you what happened last week or a couple of weeks ago. Who can remember?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Last week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago, I was doing a hangout, and then during the Carl couldn't make that hangout for a program that you're probably going to hear about tonight. And let me just put some disclaimers out there. I'm going to show you some cool commissions that can be made online because of follow-up. We're going to talk. I'm going to try to stay. You guys know me. You know, I'm not ADD like all these marketers. They're out there. They're like, I'm ADD. I'm ADD. No, you're not ADD. You're just your mind's all over the place. Stop saying stupid shit, right? So I'm probably gonna try to stay on follow-up because it's a huge thing in our industry that people are just missing. They just don't get it, and I'm gonna spill those beans tonight. And I forgot where I was going with this, but I'm going to show you some screenshots tonight. I don't know how long this hangout's going to go. I don't care. It goes as long as it goes, as long as you guys get your questions answered, and get value from it. That's my main thing. But disclaimer about I want to put out there for the commissions I show or anything I show tonight, any programs, I'm probably going to, a lot of you are using a system called ARP. I am not on here to promote ARP or anything. If you guys want to see the power of follow-up, then I'll invite you in the back office. If you don't, then you don't get to see it. The only way, I want to try to show it live. I usually take screenshots, but I want to take you in the back office live tonight, and hopefully Google Hangout will cooperate us with loading and everything else that's probably going to happen. All right, so I just want to put that out there. I'm not here to push anything. Okay, I'm here to strictly talk. Me and Carl are here to strictly talk about follow-up. But for me to explain things to you, I have to use what I'm using in my business to explain it to you. Make sense? Make sense? Good, good, good.
Makes sense.
All right, so first thing I want to talk about. So first, let me just introduce Carl. This is Carl, everybody. Some of you probably know who he is. And he brought up last week. He said to me, you know, you guys should do like a hangout on follow-up. How do you feel about that? I was like, oh, that sounds good to me, man. And I didn't really think about much at the time. And it actually just hit me. I just kept remembering it after a couple of days, what Carl was saying. And I said, you know what? That is cool, because a lot of people don't. Who does that?
Right. Nobody.
Right, Carl?
Nobody.
Nobody does.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, nobody talks about follow-up in this business. You want to know why? Because with follow-up, you got the stigma of cold calling. You got the stigma of buying crappy home business leads. You got all kinds of stigmas around cold calling and anything to do with anything that where it takes you in your business to connect with people. Well, I learned a long time ago, if you do it wrong, you're going to deal with rejection, all kinds of stuff, right, Carl?
That's correct.
If you do it right, using the right systems and right strategies, which a lot of this stuff I'm gonna show you tonight, I only show my team, and they're things that are really available to you, but nobody's even thinking about it, and people that do know about it, they don't even do it, because I think people get caught up in so much automation. You know, you could send an email to a list and
All out. There you go.
yeah, like make money, click at the recruit at the click of your mouse type of thing, or you can text your list. I don't care what kind of list you got and what kind of system you have. The reason I make leaderboards, the reason I make money, all right, the reason Carl make money, all right, is because it's follow-up. People you see on leaderboards, people you see at the top income earners like Empower Network and all these companies out there, let me tell you something. They're connecting with people in the background. Mm-hmm. Why do you think they go to these events? Why do you think they're always networking at events? They're looking for the big boys. They want to build relationships and bring them into their business, because it's easier for them to build a big business by building relationships with people. So understand. That's the difference. And not only that, you are also leaving money on the table when you don't follow up. If you're just going to sit, yeah, you can make a lot of money, don't get me wrong, if you have an awesome system in place without following up. But you are leaving at least 30, 40, 50% of income on the table when you don't follow up. And that's what people, they don't get that. Sales and marketing is about relationships. I don't care how automated you get. All right, so you got to understand that, and nobody's following up. And so, how does that make it good for you? Well, if you start doing it, you're going to make more money than everybody else. That's what's going to happen with that. What do you think about that, Carl?
And Joe, I want to add something to that. I think the reason that falls short on a lot. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay. I think the reason that falls short on a lot of people, the practice of follow up, is that what doesn't get communicated is that we have to express value. What we want to do is lead with our offer. We want to lead with with the solution to a problem a person has, and that's fine. But you can't. It's like looking for. It's like having only one tool in your toolbox. If the only tool you have is a hammer, all you're looking for is nails. Mm-hmm. So what you want to do is you want to also provide value, and what that means is talk about things with your like with my list. What I do is I don't just talk about my solution. I also talk about things that they would care about. For example, I found a really cool TED Talks video about how to properly ask for things from people. So it's a really good little 15-minute lecture that talks about how to effectively communicate about something totally different than your business, but it provides value in 4 or 5 different areas of your life. And if I do that enough with my list, they're going to equate good things with Carl.
Yeah.
And good things with Carl translates to you doubling back to an offer I made 3, 6, 9 months ago. And all of a sudden, a sale just drops out of the sky. No, I worked my butt off for this sale by providing value in exchange for something down the road. Mm-hmm. That's what gets lost on a lot of people. But that requires patience as well, which also gets lost on people. We're a microwave society. We want we want the spy thriller resolved in 2 hours. Yeah. It just doesn't work that way in the real world. So that's what I've come across. But nobody's teaching you how to do that. You have to learn that from a lot of mistakes, and that's what I've done.
I love I love systems, and I've learned a long time ago it's always about the system. The better system you have, the more money you're going to make. There's no doubt about it, especially if it's a cutting edge system. But you got to understand that the human factor will always play a role in your business.
Yep. You
have to understand that. Guys, you got to remember something here. If you're building a business, don't you want to build friendships and long-lasting relationships with people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially like, say me and Carl, man, we're gonna making tons of money here, and we want to partner up one day because we love each other.
Absolutely.
We know each other. You know, do you know the power in that, guys? What do you think the leaders are doing out there? You think it's one leader on that stage, and they're making all these systems. You know, you see them coming out with systems and membership trainings and co-ops and all of this stuff. You think they're doing that by themselves? Heck no! It's like 5, 6, 7 of them bad boys spending like 150 grand. You know, putting money in together and creating these systems. They're not doing it by themselves. Although some of them may have that income to do it.
Right.
But it's better to leverage a group of people. It's like a mastermind team. You're putting a mastermind team together, and that speeds up the success of your business. Because remember, once you achieve a level of success, what you really want to do is start branching out. You want to start creating your own systems. You want to start creating your own products. And if you really think big, you're going to need investors, guys. You're going to need investors because it helps all of you out, not just one. And what's the best person to invest with other than someone you're cool with? You know, you're on the same page. You think alike.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's fun. And then you guys go to events together and travel the world. And I mean, you know, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? It's good stuff. And I'm telling you, that's don't miss the missing key of this building relationship, because there's a lot of guys out there, okay, that talk about automation. Oh, just text your list. Yeah, but understand, you have a list that if you're not building relationships and you're not collecting decisions, which is sales 101, if you're not collecting decisions, hey, go here to buy this, do this, that's collecting a decision. If you don't give people directions on what to do, how do they know what they're going to do? How are they going to know what to do?
Exactly. It's true. So true.
you literally got to make your marketing business stupid proof. You do. I mean, it's like, you know how many times I get a question sent to me, Joe, where do I order on your website? What? Did I just hear that? Did you just ask me that? Where do I order on your website? Scroll down to the bottom, for crying out loud. You know, it's like, come on. And guys, you got to understand, you really got to make your business stupid proof, all right? And that's what follow-up is. Carl looks like he's busy over there. You got to let me know. I don't know when you're busy.
I'll try to keep it. You know, if I look this way, I'm chatting with I got somebody in Canberra, Australia, that's trying to get a project done for a wedding they shot. So I'm trying to help them unravel their problem they have with their Mac Pro right now. So,
all right, but don't slip that ARP link in there by accident.
No, I won't. I think they're pretty good now. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Joe. I mean, as good as social media has made things and how we're able to connect with people around the world, you know, it also kind of dulls our human common sense, you know, instinct, and we have to remember that yes, we have the greatest whiz bang since, you know, a sharp knife, but we're still talking to people, and we still have to let people know. We have to approach people as if respectfully, as if they know nothing about what I'm about to tell you. So I'm going to lead you through the whole process. I used to be a technical writer in a former life, and you really do have to write it out step 1, 2, 3, 4, and assume that they don't know where you're going. And it's not, you're not talking down to anyone. You're not being pushy. I know those things are kind of like lurking in the back of our minds when it comes to sales. But guys, we're in sales no matter what. You're in sales in every relationship you're in.
Absolutely.
From your wife to your pastor, your rabbi, your whatever. You're in sales all the time.
We're selling when we walk out the door, right, bro?
You really are. If you're dealing with another human being, you're in sales. And that's the main thing to remember. And sometimes, and it happened to me too, I would get so caught up in, well, what should I say? Well, if each one of you all had a beer in your hand, what would you say?
Yeah.
Just pare it down and don't make it complicated. If it was me and Joe, and this is the first time Joe and I have actually talked face to face.
Yeah, guys, this is the first time we've chatted on Facebook and everything, and this is the first. When Carl brought up that idea, I was like, all right, I'll do that hangout if you come on. He's like, all right, I'll do it. Okay,
I'll do it, sure. Exactly. But the thing about it was, and so Joe and I, we have one thing. We started with just one thing in common. We were online marketing, and then later on it became ARP, and then all the other things that come with people that want to do this kind of business. We all have the same thing in common. So we have something to talk about instantly. Everything else is just the interesting stuff that makes the conversation go well. So if you know that going in, that whomever comes across your list, it's the same thing. We all want the same things. One of us has a better solution than the other. And hey, I've gotten some pretty good tips from people on my list. We all have a piece of the answer. We all have a piece of the answer. So just talk to each other, and you'll be amazed at what you come across. And just like with anything in science, the periodic table we have individual elements, but there are very few things that exist out of just one element. You have to combine them, and when you combine them, all kind of stuff happens, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about. See, Carl's making sense, guys. It really is about relationships. I don't want to get all religious on everybody, but God put everybody on this earth to be supposed to be looking out for each other.
Yep.
We're supposed to be helping each other.
That's
We're
right.
supposed to be creating abundance within each other.
That's
and
right.
Unfortunately, we live in a lost world where most people lost the dream. They lost the fact that we were put on this earth to create.
That's right.
That's why we're here. And such a small percentage. Remember, 97% work for 3%, 1% control the wealth in the world.
That's right.
That small percentage, everybody else, that large percentage is working for everybody else. Why? Because their dream has been crushed. They lost their way. Perhaps it was growing up in a bad family, with all kinds of drama going on. And I mean, I was texting, I texted something in the traffic group the other day, and some guys are talking about I have no money or whatever. And if you guys are watching, this is nothing on you. I mean, I'm for real here. You got to understand it. And I told them, I said, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. You just do it. Everything else is irrelevant.
Right.
And that's where people get stuck. If you could just take a solution, mold it, a problem, mold it, remold it, set it down, and look at it and make it nice and pretty and make it a solution. If you can get your mind to do that almost every time you're faced with a challenge in life or in your business, I guess life would encompass your business, then you will succeed, because it starts here.
That's right.
It starts here, and you got to remember it's about people. I love having a list of thousands of people, and I always say people. Back when I first started, leads. That's what I call it. Oh, I have thousands and thousands of leads. No, you don't, actually. You have thousands of people who are listening to you on your list.
That's right.
They're your customer base. And just, that we're going to talk a lot about follow-up tonight. That's what this is about, guys. Let me just check and see if anybody's got questions here. Oh, man, there's a whole bunch of people going on here. Hold on a second. Let me just look at it. Guys, I'm going to check these questions in a minute. We got Aaron, Brad talking back to each other, and all right, very cool. All right, so we'll get back to you guys, and we'll get some questions in about another 15-20 minutes to see if you guys have any questions. Guys, if you have any questions, there should be a chat box if you're on this hangout where you can chat. I do. The last time I was on here, I think it was Aaron. Aaron's like, oh no, I can call. They're like, you don't see our chats? I'm like, no, I don't see you. And it turns out when you're doing a Google Hangout, off the Hangout page itself, there's a big page where you can chat. And for some reason, on this screen where me and Carl are, there's a chat box. Me and Carl could actually chat back and forth to each other. I just figured this out right now. And the other day when we were online together, I was saying, hey guys, there's a chat box on the left. Click the box.
Right.
You know, but yet I could still make money. You see that when someone's not that bright, they could still make money. You following me? So then I hang up. After the hangout, I close all my windows. I'm like, oh, there's all the chats right there on the page, right? And you know, it's kind of funny, but anyway. So yeah, the moral of the story is I know where the chats are now. Okay, guys. And then they ended up chatting me on Facebook and everything because I couldn't find the chats and everything was cool anyway. But it was fun that night anyway. So follow up. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna try to do screenshots, Carl. Okay. I got a few set up tonight, so feel free to jump in because when I get talking and getting in the mode of doing things, I just keep going. So feel free to interrupt. All right.
All right.
So I'm gonna share my screen. Tell me if you guys can see this.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you can see that, right? So this is what we're talking about tonight: how to follow up with your leads. Now, a lot of stuff that I'm showing you guys are screenshots. Notepad's okay because it doesn't take up a lot of memory on your computer. So I'm going to actually type real live follow-ups for you, and I'm going to show you how you can use Facebook. But we're going to have to go into Facebook. I'm going to show you. I have to show you a cool texting system that we're using. Because we're going to talk about social media and how to do email. I'm going to show you how to do email, how to write catchy headlines and things like this. I'm going to give you the goods, and this may take a while. So, and hopefully Google over here cooperates when we're running extra websites and stuff over here. But I'm going to do what I can with screenshots. So today we're going to talk about how to follow up with your leads using social media, email, and texting. All right. Now, whether you're using social media, email, or texting, you are relationships. Greatest speller, so don't laugh at me. Okay? I don't even know how to spell relationship. Something like that. Something like that. Relationships. All right. So you're building. Hell, you know what? Let me keep it simple. Friendships. Maybe I could spell that.
There you go.
You're building friendships, social media, email, and texting. And let me be honest with you guys. Even the concept of building relationships using social media, email, and texting, it's very powerful, but it still cannot be enough. Because the best way to build a relationship with somebody is face-to-face. We don't have that ability here because we're using social media. Social media helps big time, guys. I mean, that's probably the closest you're going to get, and like hangouts and stuff face-to-face that you're going to get. But it still takes a period of time for people to warm up to you. So remember that. So don't expect, you know, you send one text out or email out to your list and, oh, I'm not getting a lot of responses. Well, first of all, you're probably trying to sell your business every single day and you're not asking questions. You got to understand, especially with a text list, a mobile list. You have to, if you want, when you're texting friends, what are you guys doing? Asking each other questions a lot, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's what you're doing. So if you're not texting your list by asking questions, how do you expect a response? You need to ask a question, get a response, reply, and try to ask a question again. And the more you keep asking questions, the more you're engaging your prospects, whether it's email or texting. And I have to put this caveat out there. Texting, you get a lot more answers. People reply a lot faster than email.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They both work. I still build my email list. They both work, but texting is just the cutting edge of the future right now. because it's instant. Yeah, I don't want to get all into this texting thing, but it's instant. You need to text your phone. Oh my gosh, where's my phone? I left it home. I need it. Oh man, I'm lost. My life is ended today. I don't have my cell phone with me. Right, Carl?
That's true. It's so true. It is so true.
And if you can leverage texting and email, understand that it's the questions that create the relationship, and then providing the value. All right? And providing the value simply means is guiding someone in a direction or giving them a little bit of information that could assist them in what it is, whatever topic you're talking about. Okay? So, you're building friendships, relationships. All right? We're going to take questions in a little while, guys, so feel free to type them all down in there. So, what I will do is actually, let me go ahead and minimize this. Let me go shut this off here. Shut this, oh, here we go. You guys should be able to see me now. I don't know.
Yep.
All right. Carl, do you have anything to share at this point?
No, well, the only thing about texting that I've noticed, I read a report on a study. It said 75% of people take their cell phones in the bathroom with them.
I do.
I do too. It's the new newspaper, you know. It really is. But it just lets you know the rapid response you get. You're actually able to have a conversation via text message, I find, as opposed to my email list, because there's such like a lag, and you all know that, you know, if there's too long of a lag between, you know, contact, the whole purpose of the conversation is to kind of fall flat. It becomes like more of a sterile exercise, as opposed to when there's a rather quick back and forth. You can almost gauge the emotion. I chat for Apple for a living, so I'm chatting with people virtually all day, every day anyway. So you can almost capture the emotion in the conversation, as long as there's not too much lag between the two instances, and that's why I'm such a big fan of texting.
Yeah, absolutely. Good points, man. No, texting is awesome, and that's follow-up. But like I said, whether you're using texting, whether you're using email, whether you're using social media, which I'm going to show you how to do, it all works. You just got to remember, marketing is about engaging your prospect, which means move them forward, and it's about collecting the decision. How much do you want of that? Do you want to join me in my business? Wasn't that information you saw about my business awesome? You know, didn't you love my service? Was it great? I'm glad you liked my service and you got a great response from it. So what you're doing is you're provoking conversation. So let me show you a couple of things here. Which one do I want to show first? Let's get rid of this though. We don't need that. Let me show you this. And guys, remember, I'm an affiliate for a program where I use. Can you guys see that?
Yep. Sure can.
All right. So I'm an affiliate for a program where I text. It's a texting list. I'm building a list literally with texting people. I also build an email list. But the program that I'm with, it's called ARP. I'll put it out there again. I'm not pushing anything, but I need to tell you this in order to make you understand the different types of follow-ups that are going on out there and how it all comes into play here. So this is, so you can only put so many characters when you're texting. You can text multiple times, but the best thing I've found is if you keep your, and this is with email as well as social media, if you try to keep your texts or your communication short and sweet, you will get a better click-through rate.
Yep.
So if you send an email out and just write a paragraph or two, you will get more people that click on that link. If you write this long email, you're probably going to lose a lot of them and get a lot of unsubscribers. But however, there's also a number out there. The more people that actually read a long email turn out to be a better buyer. But here nor there, I believe in keeping it short and sweet because I'm one of them guys. I don't like reading long emails. I don't want an email from a guy that's this long. If I want to read something this long, I'd rather be reading a sales page for a product that I'm interested in buying.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like this is something that I would do. So as leads are coming into my system, I simply text them and see how I have them all in Notepad, right? I have everything in Notepad here. So it's thanks for stopping by my website, Joe. Here I see you made I made this free YouTube video. Go here, watch, and text me back. Now that video I made, and that video talks about the system they just visited. And I explained to them that you filled this out, but why didn't you fill out an application? We have an application process. All right, so the video, it builds a relationship, and yet at the same time, I walk them through, like Carl was saying, step by step, a little bit at a time, don't get too far ahead, and explain to them, you forgot to fill out the application. You need to pay and fill out the application. And almost every time I send this text out, I get the paid applications. And in our system, that moves them into the system to learn more. All right. So let me see if I can. Carl, did you have anything to expand on there? I'm going to keep checking on you.
You good? No, you good. You good right there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I want to do is let me show you this one. All right, so let me show you this one. All right, so check this one out. Okay, this is one. Hey, John, Joe here. I see you stopped by my website. This one I have to text twice for. And sixfigures.biz. I got my website up there. Calls. My bad. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Just wanted to say hi. I'm reading your application now. This is someone that filled out an application, and basically I'm saying before I approve it, can you tell me a little bit more why you're looking? And I say something about their application. So you filled out my recruiting platform. Before I can approve it, I need you to answer this question. Are you ready to be committed to your team of top money earners online who can show you, and then something from the app? Show you how to spend more time with your family. Show you how to do whatever. Drive a brand new car. Get that new car you wanted. Pay, help your mom off Social Security or whatever they say. That's what you're using, because understand that's their pain. And pain can be turned into pleasure.
Yep.
And if you go ahead and strike that chord and stay focused on it, and if you get a response from this individual, you struck something, so you want to keep that going as long as possible. Mm-hmm. They will go ahead and move forward even more. Okay? And then let me show you another one real quick, and then we'll have some more face-to-face action over here. All right, let me show you this one here. So this is Joe. I see you stopped by my website. Just wanted to say hi. Be sure to return to the site to finish learning more and fill out the application so you can learn more about us. Now, I was using this at first until I created the first one I showed you guys, where it's actually a YouTube video. So it's a lot shorter. But you could do this too. If you're not comfortable creating a YouTube video, you could do this well. I will also add you to our ARP group once you become Facebook friends, so you and I can ask some questions and how you can become a big income earner online, generate fresh leads, and find quality reps for your existing business. Guys, understand that people that usually are coming through your funnel, they're looking to make money. They're already in network marketing. They're probably looking to build a list. They're looking for traffic. They're looking to make more sales. They're looking to recruit more people. And that's why I put fresh leads, quality reps for your existing business and generate income online. Because one of those things should strike a chord. All right. Again, guys, this is about building relationships with people. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think we'll take a break. Let me just see what these guys are talking about here. Let's see what we got. I only see a white. Geez, quite something not so. I see Joe, Brad. I see my son. We'll catch up later. Okay. Okay. All right, so these guys are chatting. Are you guys got any questions? All right, can you guys see everything okay? I think you guys can see, or you're chatting over here. If you go ahead and chat in the screen, guys. Let me know real quick if you could see everything. I'm sure you can. We're live. I see what you guys saying over here. Aaron, my man Brad is my partner, and all good here. All right, good. I think we're good. All right, thank you guys for helping me out. And guys, if you've got questions on any of this, feel free to chat in the box, man. That's what I'm here for, to help you out. All right, so let me pull this back up. So let's get Carl in the picture here. You got a minute to talk or what?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so it's all about follow-up. So guys, just remember, the thing about follow-up is, like, a lot of people come to me, right, Carl, and they'll be like, "You got a script?"
Yeah.
And I said, "No, I don't actually. Just be yourself." I mean, that's it. Because you got to understand something. If you're using a script, somebody else is using a script, you sound like you're using a script, so that turns people off. You sound like a telemarketer. You need to be yourself, because when you're yourself, you're separating yourself from other marketers. So if that makes sense.
Thank you for that.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I found that if you're using a script, you sound like you're selling something, and people don't like to be sold at all. You know, I would rather, you know, we buy all the time, but I hate feeling like I just got sold something. And that happens with those. It's like I personally, one of my pet peeves, I don't like open-ended questions. If you're gonna ask me a question, tell me why you're asking me, or give me some kind of indication why you're asking me. Because typically, if you're asking me an open-ended question, you're probably trying to sell me something, unless it's something we've already talked about. If we've already covered that ground, then you're fine. But if you come out the blue with an open-ended question, you're trying to sell me something. So you have to be really careful about how you use that, because most people don't even know that that's what it is that bothers them. But that's what it is that bothers you about open-ended questions. It really is. It's a psychological thing. But if you can, but that's why it's so important to lead with value. If I'm providing value to you and I'm not trying to sell you every time you hear from me, then at some point now we've become friends, and I can ask you an open-ended question because you don't even know it yet, but you trust me because I'm not trying to sell you something every time I see you or every time you see me. So it's critical that you think that way. But something happens whenever we try to do business. We default to this Ferengi mentality or something, you know, and we just want to just, you know, this person was interested, so I'm going to hang on to them to dear life, and I'm going to try to just pump as much information I can pump into them, and just, oh, you got to buy now. No, it's not like that. It's a huge mistake. It's a huge. It's a killer. It leaves everybody. It burns everything. It burns that person, and you're not gonna be able to keep that up much longer anyway. And you'll eventually just kind of give up on the whole thing again until you come back to it. Yeah. So you know. So I find that using a system that's gonna limit you to 150 characters, it forces you to be very mindful of how you approach this person and how you speak to this person, because every pixel has to count. Yeah. And you don't want to burn it. So I find it has really helped me be consciously aware of how I'm communicating with people, and it has helped immensely, y'all.
Yeah, and you realize, and I'm still learning it myself.
Yeah.
Texting to me is new. You know, ARP is new to me. You know, that texting concept. So I'm still learning a lot about it myself. And I am telling you, when it comes to texting, it's about asking questions. When it comes to email, it's about asking questions. The thing with email is you can put more in there, right, than a text. So what Carl is saying is you get caught up in this blah, blah, puking in everybody's ear type of thing, and you're selling them. You know, instead of, you got to remember, when you send an email to a friend, right? Do you start selling them stuff, or you just send an email to them and you start asking them stuff?
Right. Like,
Yeah.
like for example, have you all seen, Joe? Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Not yet, but I want to go see that.
Oh, dude, it's awesome, man. It has humor that your kid would get, and only your kid would get, and it has humor that only you would get. It's the most clever script. You're gonna absolutely love it. Now, I just sold Joe. I just gave a ringing endorsement for something that Joe has heard of,
Yeah.
and now he more likely want to check it out. But I didn't
Yeah.
sell Joe anything.
I do want to see that, though. That's true. I do want to see that, by the way.
Yeah.
But see, that's how it works, guys. So when you email in, so you got marketers. So put it this way: you got marketers out there when they're emailing their list. They email a couple times a day, which that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But maybe in the morning, email and something that's relevant but not salesy, and then sell your sales email at night. Send your sales email at night, and be consistent. That's the other thing about follow-up. People aren't consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not going to make consistent sales. If that makes any sense. I mean, you got to be conversating with people all the time and building that relationship and cultivating things. Otherwise, what are you going to send them an email a month or a text a month and say, hey, buy this?
Right.
You haven't heard from me. Who's this guy? All of a sudden,
Right.
I haven't heard from him in like 2 months, and now he wants to buy something. Now he was asking me to buy something. It doesn't work that way, guys. And even after this hangout, people will still not follow up. That's what's going to happen. And it's too bad because you're leaving money on the table. I'm telling you, every time you don't follow up, just remember what Joe said. You're leaving money on the freaking table. I'm telling you, I know this. I know this. All right, for sure. I've learned this, and I learned this the hard way, unfortunately. So I'm telling you, follow up with your leads. You don't have to cold call it. If you're building the right list, if you're driving the right traffic, if you're using the right system, and if you're engaging every single day, and you're asking questions, and you're building, send a freaking text or email about nothing, something personal, something like personal development is great. You send someone, listen, I just wanted to text you or email you, say, I hope you have a great day. That's all. Look for the next advertisement later or something. But people respond to that. You'll get a whole response. So you got to understand the psychology. There is actually a psychology behind marketing. And there's a psychology behind people and how they work. So, and that comes with time. Believe me, that comes in time. You do not learn. At first, when you're out the gate, you're like, "Ooh, buy this." This is almost every day. Someone is telling me, "You need to buy this." Don't tell Joe he needs to buy anything, because you won't get me to buy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Talk to me, baby. Make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And then my walls will come down, right? The wall comes down, the brick and mortar breaks down, and then Joe's looking,
True.
It's
so
funny how
true.
it works.
It's true. Like the old saying goes, no one cares until they know you care.
Zig Ziglar.
Yep.
Yep, exactly right, man. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care, baby.
That's right.
And that's the way it is in this business. Let me just check and see if we got any questions here. I can see. Okay, thank you, Mr. Brad. Okay, that was supposed to see. Okay. All right, we got quite a few people on the call tonight. Good. All right, so no questions yet. I guess we're doing all right.
But Joe, I can tell you one of the things that the biggest obstacle I had just starting out was starting. So it's like one of the questions that I wish I had answered this question. I kind of learned it the hard way. What do you say initially when you first get that person to respond to you? How do you start that conversation? What's the best way to either do it or not do it? Some people do better by being taught what not to do. So maybe we can talk about that just for a second, just kind of get people started, because it's one of those things where once you get them started, they kind of get the gist of where you're going with it, and they can take it from there.
All right, so let me show you this. I wonder if I even showed you this follow-up message. Let me see. Yeah, did it? No, wait. Yeah, I showed you this one. Let me show you this again, because I found with texting in general, because you got to keep the message short and sweet, right? That's what we were talking about.
Yep.
Wrong window. Okay. Let me screen share this right here. Which one is it? It's this one. Where's the screen share button?
It's sharing.
Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, so this is it right here. So thanks for stopping by my website. Joe here, and I made this free. I've got over 700 views on this bad boy, so I know that free works. Free YouTube video for you. Watch it and text me back. So what I have found is, first, thank you for stopping by my website. I want them to know that you stopped by my website. That's why I'm texting you to begin with. You did something. I didn't just come out and spam you. Joe here, can't put my name and everything. Remember, I just want one text going out and that's it. Give him my name. Being personal. I made this free. I'm giving him something free. See, people like free. YouTube video. People like to watch videos. I know this for a fact. All right? Watch it now and text me back. Or watch it now and get back to me with questions. Or watch it quickly. You're going to love it. Or something like that. I love sending this email. All right? Because it has, I think, all the elements in it to get people to move forward. And I know it does because I have over 600 views on it. So that video, when they watch it, they're seeing me. They're seeing me now. And I'm actually taking them through screenshots of my system, what they need to do next to learn more, and who I'm looking for in a business partner. So in that 7 minutes, I'm building a great relationship and answering a lot of questions that they may have in their head. So to answer your question, call, thank you. My name is Joe. Here's a free gift for you.
Yep.
In fact, I might change it. That's a good way to put it. I made this free YouTube video a gift just for you. Watch it now. And when they watch that video, now I don't have to explain everything back and forth. That video is going to address 99% of any concerns that they have by visiting my website. So the first thing would be to say thank you to somebody. Let them know how you got their information. If you're not creating a video, let them know they can find you on Facebook. You could take your Facebook link and put it in there. Hey, let's connect on Facebook. Once you get them on Facebook, now you guys could chat left and right.
True.
Social media, very powerful in follow-up. All right, if it's done correctly. So let me shut that out. So you guys should be able to see me now. Let's talk about social media and follow-up. Well, actually, you know what? Let me go to my email account. Let me see what I can do here. Let me show you guys some cool stuff. And this is not my list. This is a small list that I take people into when I show them stuff. Can't show you the bad boy list, you know what I'm saying? but I still get leads. Like I got 42 subscribers yesterday. The day before that, oh, you guys can't see it. I got 38 or something. This is just a small little email list that I started building from scratch recently. But can't show you the bad boy list. All right, but let me show you this one here because I don't care if you guys see it or not. It's all good. Is it screen sharing?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me try something else. Let me unscreen share for a second. I like the way it did it the last time. Screen share. I'm doing something wrong. Okay. Highlight it. Start screen. Start sharing screen.
Yep.
All right. There you go. All right, so guys, this is how can I move this thing? Oh, I can go in here. Okay, there we go. Carl, tell me if it's moving up and down.
Yep, it is.
Okay, so guys, I got 42 subscribers yet, and I'm really excited about this. This was one day. All right, this is just starting out, and this is for another product I have. I'm not going to put all my products out there because I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to sell you crap, because that's not what I'm doing. But 42 subscribers, I actually ended up with, in 2 days, almost 160
Nice.
emails. All right, and I figured out the conversion rate. My conversion rate was from traffic to lead was 33%.
Wow.
And that's through banner advertising. How about that?
Wow.
Yes. How about that?
Is that the banner that we voted on last week?
What?
Was that from the banner that we voted on last week?
Yeah.
Get out of here. That's awesome.
Didn't that work out good?
It did. Aaron had some really good stuff on that one.
Yeah. So I changed it. And guys, this is what I'm saying. So I go in a group, and I'm like, man, I want to try this new source out because, I don't want to tell you why, because, I don't want people to think I'm selling crap. But I got a big list. Let me put it. I sell traffic, right? What else the way to say it? I sell traffic. So I'm always looking for good ways to build a list or create traffic for my customers. And I put this banner up. You know what? Let me just close this out for a minute. Well, let me. Hey, Carl, remind me to show them the banner when we get into this Facebook part.
We'll do.
So here's your messages. All right. So we're gonna create a quick message real quick. All right. So this is an email list. All right. The most important thing is this right here. An email, not the body. It's the subject. How I got 163 leads in open. All right, and then you go on to say something. I'm not going to write a big email for you, but really the whole thing about this is this right here. Because remember, there are certain catchy headlines when doing email or even text or any kind of follow-up. Even on social media, if I put on social media how I got 63 leads in 2 days, do you want to know how? You know how many people will be like, hell yeah, I want to know how. You see, because that's value. That's value right there, right? So, and you got to know who you're targeting when you're writing email. So this list that I've been building, I'm testing out some stuff, is list for people who are interested in traffic. So should I blast them a business opportunity?
No.
Probably not, at least not right away. And probably if I do that, it should be done in a cool manner. And I should let them know ahead of time. Always be honest with people. So, guys, I'm having a hangout tonight. And I know you guys get traffic from me, but I am looking for a few good people. Tonight's hangout is going to be about a program I'm promoting, and I'm looking for a good couple of partners. I just want to be honest with you and open, and I want you to know that's what this is going to be. We may answer some questions on traffic, but I'm strictly just opening up the floodgates for a few good people for my business. And you be honest that way. But other than that, if your list is for people who are interested in traffic, what do you talk to them about?
Traffic.
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 And the most important thing is your headline. And I tell people all the time, I hear it, I see it everywhere. They're like, what do I say? And one of the first things, especially my partners or people that I work closely with, share your results. That's the best thing you can do with people. I made $200 in sales today. So what do? You do this. You change this to how I got 163 leads, and Open. Strikes curiosity, leads, and how I made $200. See, guys, $200 is a lot of money to most people. Don't think you need to be putting, like, you need to be making 20 freaking grand a month to be putting this in your subject line for someone to open it up. It doesn't matter what amount you put in there. It's not going to increase your open rate because of the amount alone. What about 163 leads? Well, heck yeah. Open now. That's your call to action. Call to action.
That's right.
You got to ask people to do something to get something. All right. And here, you may want to put, hey guys, I'm going to put something short, guys, because I don't want to take up too much time, because we're coming up on top of the hour already. Hey guys, I'm so pumped right now. You know what I mean? I'm so pumped. I figured figure out how to get 163 leads and make sales on autopilot with using traffic. Promoting a home-based, if you're building a home-based business list, 163 leads, you still say 163 leads, because that's a lot of freaking leads, yeah, right? Mm-hmm. 163 leads, and make an autopilot, make sales on autopilot using this awesome or awesome, right? Mm-hmm. Now, now let me want per, and then I'll go on if you want a little more, and I'll say, like, the product here, I would have put link. People that want to join me personally and want to qualify them. You make excuses and want to something like that, something to that effect. Want you can question. Go now. A decision. Link. You guys getting the point? All right, short email. Boom. All right. Now, if you want to write long emails, that's fine. You can tell everybody your life story, but to be honest with you, everybody lives in an instant gratification kind of world, and nobody's got time for that. All right. So that's to give you an idea how I would write an email, but you get the point. But just remember, this is never as important as this is. Okay? So we'll go ahead and get out of that real quick. And there I am. Let's see if Carl's still with me. What happened to Carl? Did he leave? Oh, Carl. Oh, I think we lost Carl for a minute. Oh, he may have to go. He may. Oh, there he is. All right. Hey, Carl. Welcome back.
Dropped off. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, he just dropped off. I got Googled.
All right. Did you you saw that, right, though?
I sure did. Yeah, yeah, I sure did. That was awesome.
Okay, so that's that's email, right? So now you've seen how text follow-up is. You see the difference? In email, you could put a little more, and sometimes I wish I could in texting, but, it's not like that, at least not right now, okay? Facebook. Carl, you have anything to share at this point? Because I don't want to take up the whole call here, man.
No, you're doing fine on that. The only thing I would say is with the email, the biggest thing with email is learning when to stop, because there are no restrictions on how much you can type, and sometimes you can just overburden somebody, and then if you're sending tale of two city size emails every time somebody hears from you, they're gonna tune you out, because people are already overloaded with email as it is. You got to keep it pithy. You got to keep it real short.
Right. So that list is a small list. That's a small list. I mean, let me get up and grab some water for myself. That right there is a small list. That right there, guys, is a small list, and I'm not expecting huge response from that. But you know what? My click-through, my opens for my follow-up messages are great. But you know what I did? I created videos, and I put them in my follow-up messages. And like this right here, I will add this hangout to my list as a message. I already have another one on there that we did on traffic call. Remember the traffic? The traffic hangout that I talked about. That was awesome.
It was.
I watched it the other day. I was sitting in my car. I was waiting on something. I was doing something, and I watched it. Man, I'm awesome, man. Let me tell you something. I got skills, and I know what I'm talking about. Something. I guess it depends on who you're talking to. You know what I mean? But I do know what I'm talking about. And you see, I could say that, and it's not cocky. It's because I'm comfortable with myself. I'm not being a prick or anything like that. You got to understand something. You need to know who you are. Really, you really need to know who you are, and you need to love yourself, and you need to take that attitude into your business.
Yeah, amen.
Because if you don't get past your own disbeliefs that you create in your own mind, and we all have them. I have them. Carl has them. But when you're in business as long as I am, you got to understand something. And that's what I'm referring to is living in the solution, not the problem in your life. Period.
Yep.
That's loving yourself. That's knowing your vision. It's knowing the destination before it manifests in front of you.
Good stuff. Wow, that's good stuff.
I'm telling you, when I first started marketing, bro, Carl, when I was first started marketing, I was the most negative guy on the planet, man. Short, negative, Italian, rude mother. You know what I mean? One of them guys. I got in the home business arena. I mean, I had headaches all the time. My life was stressed out. And I'm trying to figure out this whole business thing. And, I jump all over. I want to kill you, man. Don't mess with me, man. I got temper type, that, young, immature, right? But what really helped me is this industry. I wasn't making money, but you know what I fell in love with was the personal development. It was reading about successful people and how they manage their challenges and their thinking, how to grab your thinking and just to control it way more than most of the population does.
Yep.
Really. Most people, I think twice before I beat the horn at somebody now. I think twice before somebody says something to me, as much as I want to just do something to them that they wish they never talked to me. I don't, right? In my business, I get attacked. Some guy the other day, Carl knows what I'm talking about. Some dude tried going off on me. I'm like, what the frick did this guy come from?
Right.
And I totally ignored him.
Yep.
Because when you feed that, it gives someone more excuses to come after you. And I didn't need to, because people who know me, let me tell you something. People who know me know me, and they ain't gonna listen to anybody who's anything bad to say about me. Period. That's just the end of it. And you see, that's because I know myself. And I know what I provided to people. I know what I do for people. So there's no way, at least anybody with a brain would understand the guy's an idiot. And he's totally, and when you're like that with people, rude, abrupt, and think you know everything, you know nothing. You know zero, big fat zero. And you scream amateur to me. And let me tell you something. Like boxers, do you think I'm going? Why would a heavyweight like me want to get in the ring with an amateur lightweight?
Right.
Knock him around a little bit. Everybody's gonna be saying, "Oh yeah, that's great," but in their mind they're like, "This guy's a punk. He's got beaten up on a little guy," and that's life. You know, and I learned how to detach my. Believe me, I wanted to get all over that guy, man. Trust me. But I controlled my mind. I controlled my thoughts. I even reached out to a couple of friends. I said, "Man, there's some dopey dude talking about me, man. Can you help me out?" And they did. Because if I do it, see, third party is more powerful in anything. If I learned anything in marketing, third party, people having your back against whatever it is that you're attempting to do is more powerful than you yourself.
That's true, but that comes back to relationships again. There's no way out of that. There's no scenario where you are not going to have to reach out to another person and provide some sort of value. It's going to come back to you from vectors that you can't even see, in scenarios that you can't even dream of. But you have to develop those relationships, and it seems like one of those amorphous, ethereal kind of concepts. Develop a relationship. But it's nothing more than doing somebody a solid, just doing somebody a favor. What you're doing, you're making a deposit into your karma account. I don't care how you gotta put it. I don't care how you have to put it. Just simplify it, sloganeer it the way you need to understand that you're dealing with people. We're just people. And we all really want this, 4 or 5 of the same things. And we want to be secure. We want to have some say in our future. We don't mind trying new things, but we don't want to do it alone. Yeah. There's just some few things about us that make us all different. Besides the things that make us all the same, rather. Besides the thing that makes us different. So developing a relationship is just. It's just understanding that people do things for one of two reasons. We're either running toward pleasure or running from pain. That's why people do what they do. And it may look crazy. Someone may do the very thing that's going to cause them pain, but they don't. But that's what we call a dysfunction. Yeah. So as long as you understand that people, that's the only true reason people do what they do. Take people as they come, and then understand that they came to you because they either saw something that you presented that they like, pleasure, or they're coming to you because they're running from pain. Either way, you have a solution. Yeah. As long as you have a solution, provide the value, and be consistent in doing so, you win.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, marketing is about being yourself, really. And over time, what happens in the marketing game is you learn more, and when you learn more, you create more value in yourself. It's like a football player who is a free agent now. People pay him the millions and millions of dollars, and people sit back, and you hear people all the time, why would they pay somebody like that? Well, that's because he makes them quadruple more than that. They make the NFL so much money that they can afford to pay that guy what he's worth. And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Not to mention they get knocked around all the time. If they don't get the big bucks right away, forget it. They won't be able to survive for the rest of their life, But understand it comes down to value. And I understand, I know we got off track about follow-up, but in a way, mindset isn't not about follow-up.
Yeah, it is. It's all tied. It's all tied because if you have the wrong mindset, you're gonna let fear dictate what you do. And once fear gets in the driver's seat, you will not follow up because here's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, Okay, what do I say to these people? If I say the wrong thing, they're not gonna like it, and they're gonna reject me. You
Yeah.
can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Just feel the fear and do it anyway. And if you lead in with a question, if you lead in with the question pertaining to what they're looking for, either the pain they're running from or the pleasure they're running to, you won't be rejected. You can't be rejected because you're talking to them about the thing that motivates them. I
Yep.
mean, and we are, right now in this economy. I mean, it boils down as to, to even it's boiled down even more. We all are looking for certainty. We're looking for we're all on a false bottom floor. We're looking for something solid.
Yep.
So we all want the same thing, and as long as what you're offering is real and you're in it for the right reasons, people can smell fake. They can hear
Oh
fake.
yeah.
Even,
Oh yeah.
even if you're typing, believe it or not, your intentions are coming through the screen. People smell it. So
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
real. Just be real.
Absolutely, man. And that's so awesome, man, because you got to remember that's so true. I mean, you got to understand if your head isn't in the right place, you will not succeed in this business. Because I'll tell you what, most people that come into this business are not ready for it.
Nope.
I could see them. I could already know what's going to happen to half the people that we're associated with, Carl. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
I already see it coming. I see it coming, man. You want to know why? Because they're not ready. And the people that aren't ready, you see, people who live in the problem, they find everything wrong in everything. So in other words, when you solve one problem for somebody, they find something else to complain about. You solve that problem for them, they find something else to complain about. They will never succeed because they live in a box of problems. And this industry, most people live in that box. And we all got problems in life. So what makes maybe us different than someone who's new? Well, first of all, I have the mindset, and I understand it's experience, guys. Most people aren't willing to stay in the game long enough to get that experience. Experience is the best. You can't get a better teaching. You can learn the basic grassroots of things. You could be school taught, but I'm telling you, experience is what makes you better.
It is.
Getting in the game, man. Putting the gloves on, putting that helmet on, and getting going, because that's what it's all about. So let's hop over to. Oh, wait, let me show you some cool screenshots real quick.
Oh yeah, Joe. I want to remind you about the banner ad. The banner ad.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Let me show these screenshots, and because everybody likes incomes, right?
Oh yeah.
So let's show. I know when people, I can see people already. Oh God, he's gonna show income claims. You can believe I am. What kind of marketer would I be if I didn't want to show income claims? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not showing it to boost my bubble, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm showing this because it rocks. That's why I'm showing it. Oh, let me see here. I guess you got to put this up here first. Screenshot. Here goes one. Here's a screenshot. Wait, can you see it?
Oh yeah.
All right. Is it big enough? I better make it bigger. Hold on a minute. I better make this whole page bigger. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah.
This is an income I've built slowly, but it's getting there. $10,000, right? So guys, all this follow-up mindset and everything Carl and I are talking about equates to this.
Yeah.
All right. So that's one. Let me see if I can show another one here. I love this one. This one's awesome. Let me screen share this one here. Remember, guys, I'm showing you this. You got to understand. Follow-up is all about follow-up. Can you see this one?
Yep.
I'll make sure you guys can see it because, yeah, there it is. Right there. All right, and then let's get rid of that one. All right, and then let's show this one. This is us, Carl. Right here. It's right here.
Yep, there's it, yep.
There's us right there. All right? $100, $100, $100. Right? And I could go on and on, guys. I've been doing this for 6 years. I got all kinds of commission shots. And up-to-date ones, too, by the way. And so let's talk about this banner ad that Carl keeps talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that I asked him to nicely bring up so I could show you guys. So on Facebook, let's go into our group. Speaking, can you guys see this? Hold on a minute. Oh man, I don't want to do this because this lady. Let me see her profile real quick. Hold on a second. Oh, and I ain't gonna do this to her. She looks like a nice older lady. She's trying to recruit me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what? Let me get you some traffic and let me show you how to build a list and do it the right way, man. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I'm telling you. So let me show you this right here. I got to go into my Traffic Magic site. Sorry, I drive traffic for a living. Can't tell you. And this is what I thought. It's going to slow down the computer. I hope I can do this. I hope I still got that banner in here. Did I get rid of that banner? I hope not. I'll kill myself. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. Yeah, all three of them are there. All right, cool. There we go.
Oh, good.
All right. I forget what I posted. All right, so let me get the screen share. This might slow us down, man. This might slow us down. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna check your questions in a minute, guys. Just hold tight. All right, where is it? How come it's not showing here? Okay, let's try it now. All right. Can you guys see it?
I got a black screen right now. It just popped up.
Yeah, it's taking a minute to load. That's it. All right, so check it out. All right. This banner ad, and by the way, it's copyrighted. So don't even think about taking it from me, because if I see you on it, see you using it, I'll come after you, man. Besides, if you don't know what you're doing, you could have the best banner ad in the world, and you're still gonna screw up. So do yourself a favor and talk to me first. You never know, we might become good friends, and I can help you out. So check this out. This is the first banner I made. This is actually my sales in a program, and I said, you know what? Let me just put this on a banner ad and see what happens. So this is the first banner ad I created. You see this guy right here? Good ad, right? I still think it's awesome. I say, you know what? Let me just ask some people some advice. So, you know, Aaron, a lot of guys liked it. A lot of people liked it, and then call Aaron going back and forth. And this one, Aaron's a trip. He's like a psychologist or something.
Yeah, right. He analyzed the heck out of that thing.
I mean, listen to him. This one offers a clear picture of a regular-looking Joe. Excuse the pun. My name's Joe. The space around him allows a sense of intimacy and connection, and if there is nothing being hidden, again a little cheesy with the smile, but approachable. And then calls like great observation. I like that until you explain it. And then it looks like we have a winner here, and we'll be bringing this one, right? So that was the first one. I think that was the first one, right?
It was, yeah.
And then I had a woman put on there because, quite frankly, and to you ladies out there, please pardon me, but you attract all kinds of eyeballs, women and men. I mean, it's just the reality of it. So I did this one, and what did Aaron say? Did Aaron say something about the finger on here or something like that?
He did, uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm not going to read through this, but he didn't like this finger. He thought it was kind of, he didn't like it. So I said, oh, man, let me have my banner person change it, right? So then I came up with this. Now, see this one? This is actually a lot more nicer, I have to agree. It
is. Uh-huh.
And everybody really liked it. And Aaron relaxed feel, genuine, and I said perfect. Now I took this banner ad and I ran it on someplace, and this is the ad that generated me 163 leads in 2 days.
Awesome. That is
Isn't
awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it really is. Because until this hangout, I never knew what happened with that whole campaign. So it's really good to hear, you know, what happened with that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna what am I screen sharing here? What happened to Facebook? Oh, what am I doing over here? Hold on a minute. Oh, it's still on there. Yeah, yeah, it's still there. Yeah. So I was gonna tell you guys about it eventually, but then I thought maybe everybody starts stealing my banner and everything if I told them the result. So yeah, so that's pretty cool, guys. Definitely a good return, and I definitely will make my money back on that. And really targeted traffic too, man. This is a site that's all internet marketers. You can't get more than that. So 163 internet marketers on my list in 2 days.
Nice.
All interested in what? Traffic.
Yep.
32 sales and $3,200 in monthly income using this traffic source. So very cool, very cool. So let me show you one other thing, guys, and we're going to hang up here in a minute. I don't want to close. What am I doing over here? Show you how to follow up with Facebook over here since it's allowing us to do this here. Let me go to Facebook again. And I'm going to go to a group here. It's one of my groups. It's the auto recruiting platform group that I put together to help out people in our auto recruiting business, or system, I should say. And I'm just putting that out there because I'm not trying to recruit anybody here, guys. But understand, I need to do this and come in here live to show you, you know, exactly how this all works. So let me go ahead and screen share this. Oh, is it screen sharing?
It is. Yeah, it's sharing now.
Oh, sweet. All right. That'll work. All right. So how do you use Facebook? And you could use your own personal account. You could do whatever you want, guys. It doesn't matter. This group is to help people all in auto recruiting platforms, so it's just for us. So we got 329 members and 7 new recently, and it's growing. And I usually don't have this here. I usually have where is it? I don't know. I can't find it. But I have something else pinned at the top of the group where it helps people that can introduce people to this group tonight to learn more about ARP. So the point is, this group is for people who are in auto recruiting platform. They're building a list, a text messaging list with the leads. What they do, what this group is for them to come onto Facebook and find their leads, all right, and add them to this group. Now follow me here, okay? Joe Balsamo's a lead of yours. Don't you wish, right?
Yeah.
What you do is you reach out and you friend them. You have to friend people before you can add them to groups or anything. When they accept your friend request, you say, hey, how you doing? It's good to meet you. I see you visited my website. And I'm going to add you to our group so you can learn more about it. Something like that. Okay? Or you add them to the group. You would add them here, Joe or somebody like this. And then you go up here and you leave them a message. Hey, Joe. No, thanks. My website is to go back to ARP.net fill out the application. Now notice what I did here. I tagged myself. In other words, it would be the lead person that came through my website. I tagged them, friend them first, so now they know, got no idea who I am, and then I tagged them in the group. Why did I do that? Because when I post this, I will get a response. Okay, I'm down here now. So what happens is, wait, what is this? What did this guy post this video here? What the hell? Wait,
Yeah,
am I in a group or in a?
That's all right.
Oh, shit. I say what the hell is that? Yeah. So what happens is, Carl can come in here now, and he could tag them too. He could say, "Hey, Joe." So this is call writing. All right. Hey, Joe. You know, like Joe said, or remember this is Carl. He's tagging me now. You know, we have a great system. Blah blah blah. We have a great system. It generates a lot of leads. Make sure you definitely want to do that. Now, every time someone posts and got my back like that, and we do it for each other, by the way, guys.
Yep.
That's third-party validation. What that means is people will listen more to other people, especially if there's a frenzy around something, than to you personally many times. And that third-party validation is very possible, and in many cases it moves people. It helps everybody in the group get sales. If they do it. A lot of people don't do it. They sit back and do nothing, and they don't get sales, and they wonder why. And you could do this with all your leads. And then the group gets bigger, 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 and the more people you have, congratulating them to the group, and constantly telling them, hey, you need to check this out, and that's third-party validation. And every time you tag that person, they get notified on Facebook. So it's pulling that person back into the group. Third-party validation.
Exactly.
Pretty simple, right there. And see, that's simple, isn't it?
It's very simple.
And why don't people do it?
And that's the main thing too, because it comes back to if they did it, it will cover one of the checkpoints for people that nobody wants to be alone, and you don't want to feel like you've been sold something. So that third party validation takes care of those two concerns. Because you see that you're part of a larger community, and this works, by the way, this works with any group out there on Facebook. So it's not just an ARP thing that we're talking about. We're talking about how the process works for Melaleuca or whatever whatever's out there. So I'm just assuming that that's what they're doing. But if they're not doing that, then that lets you know where that group is going. But this is how that tool is used, because you want to make sure that you're trying to you want to put pressure on in appropriate places and in appropriate ways, and you also want to take pressure off at appropriate times and in appropriate ways. And this does a great job of doing both of those. It takes pressure off and it puts pressure on to let the person know that hey, I'm making a good move. I'm not being sold. Look at all the different people from all over the world doing something like this. And this is what this guy said exactly what Joe said, and this girl said exactly what Carl said. So it really helps that process along, because you can't be everywhere all the time, and you don't know when this person is going to finally come back around again. Because here's what happens, and this happened to you, happened to me, everybody. Once you came across something, the first thing you did, you're going to prove the point to yourself. You told someone you trusted about what you just found.
Yeah.
And you watched their reaction. And if they said, oh, that sounds pretty good, that's when you made your move.
Exactly.
That's when you made your move.
Exactly, because now they're open.
Right. And they just validated that you just realized you weren't alone, and they validated that you weren't sold something. You take care of those two things, you got 80% of it beat.
Right on, man. Right on. That's exactly it, guys. Let me take some questions here, Call. Janaya. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. When I add them, are they connected to me when they join? Well, I'm not sure what opportunity you're with. I'm assuming you're with ARP. If you are ARP, you got to friend them first. You got to be friends with them. Then you come into our group and you add them where it says add friend on the right. When you add them to the group, then you can go ahead and tag them in the group and start applying what we just suggested. That's how that would work. So they're not connected to you in the Facebook group, but you got to remember ARP has tracking pixels. So once they come through your system, they're tracked to you. And that's why we're able to do this open group like that. Because it doesn't matter after that whose site they come through, which we don't send them to other people's site anyway. We always send them to startarp.me, and that's the place where they would go and put their information or the system already sent them to begin with.
Right.
So, and that returns them back to your funnel, within your website. And yes, so if that's what you're talking about, the answer is yes. Yes, ARP, that's exactly how it would work. You're absolutely correct. Did I clear that up for you? I hope I was able to clear that up for you. Thanks, Nick. Just a couple of questions tonight. All right, perfect. Made my job easy. All right, so yeah, so she is an ARP, and yes, that's how you would use it. But you got to do it all the time. You do it all your leads. You don't just do it whenever you want to do it. You do it all the time. As soon as traffic comes in, you add them to the group. You know, a lot of companies can't do that. A lot of companies can't do what we can do. That's what's so great, is because they don't have tracking pixels. They have regular company sites. So a lot of people can, take other people's leads or customers and stuff, and that doesn't happen here. It's because of the way the system is set up. So that's why we're able to help each other with this third-party validation. It's great. And you know what? You don't have to use other groups. Like Carl was saying, you can use your own Facebook group to apply the same thing and use yourself as third-party validation. And if you got some friends in your personal Facebook group that are in your Melaleuca business or something like that, without them putting links on your page, you may want to mention, you could do it that way without even posting links. You could just tell people, return to the website you just visited. Well, what is that website? Here, ask Carl that question. He'll give you the website. He'll PM you the website himself. So it can work that way too. You just got to be ethical. You can't be out there trying to be, bad to people. You got to be smart about things.
Yeah.
And very powerful concept, and it works really well. Yes, thank you. All right, cool. Okay, add and tag. Add and tag, girlfriend. I like that. Add and tag. That's right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
But remember, you got to friend them first, though.
Right.
Make sure you friend them first. If you don't friend them, you're not going to be able to tag anybody. You got to accept your friend request first, and use our group, because our group rocks. All right?
Joe, I had a question about friending. When you first reach out to people, do you find it easier for you to friend them, trying to find them on Facebook, or is it easier if you send them your Facebook link and have them send you their friend request?
I go after them. So when you go into Facebook, for example, you use the search bar, and what you want to do is there's 3 things you can search for with people: email, phone number, and a name. A lot of people have unique names, and you can find them like this. Their picture matches wherever you saw them, or whatever the case may be. You can find them really quick. Sometimes you just can't find them, so you may want to use your texting feature. And guys, again, I apologize, but we're talking texting ARP right here. But you want to use the texting feature and send them your Facebook link, or you could do both. What's to stop you from doing both? Hey,
right, yeah.
here's my Facebook page. In fact, I just friended you. You know, go check it out. Let's become friends, and you can learn more, or something like that. So you could do both, but I always go for them first because I'm an action taker. I'm not just going to sit back and let people, because a lot of times things get filtered out and people don't get it. You know, so you gotta take that you gotta be proactive.
Yep.
Excuse me. You gotta be proactive in your business. You are welcome. Anytime. Excuse me. Okay, so if no one has any questions, I knew this would run about an hour and a half. If no one has any questions, we will go ahead and hang up this bad boy. And guys, you know what? Feel free. This will be up on YouTube, and if you guys want, feel free to use it.
Okay.
And send it to people. You know what I mean? Follow up. I mean, everybody wants to know how to follow up with people. Get it out there.
Exactly.
Share the love, baby. Share the love. We'll all benefit from it.
Exactly.
You'll benefit from it because you know you got us in front of people giving value. And you know what? People will join you because of that. Because you went to them with the value.
Bingo.
That's what it is.
It really is.
I mean, this what we talked about tonight can be a coaching product. Literally. An email marketing / text coaching product or something like that. I could sell this video.
Absolutely. You really could, Joe.
You know? And you know, that's what you guys got to remember. It's about the value. About the value. And you know, let me put something else out there. Don't always be thinking about your products. I mean, your MLM business or whatever the case. If you have a skill, especially in the marketing arena, be it driving traffic, be it coaching, personal, we're in an industry, we love all of it. People want all of it. There are people doing that really, really well in their business, but they are struggling with their mind. You know, there are people that need help in all areas of their life, and this niche that we're in, this niche, they're all here, man.
That's true.
We are a big product, a big market, and if you're good at personal development or you're a coach, maybe you do well in coaching. Create a product. Start learning how to drive traffic and build your own list of people who are interested in personal development and sell them your course.
That's good stuff, Joe. Yeah.
You know, there's no limits to what you can do online. And it doesn't cost much, guys. And you know what? Me personally, I used to do the HTML and write my own sales page. No, not doing that anymore. That banner ad, I could have probably figured that out. I paid someone to do that.
That's right.
$5, man.
Yeah.
No, actually $25 because I wanted it the next day.
Right. Yeah.
And I did that 3 times.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I did that?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
3 times. I spent $75. Yes. Yeah, $75. No, yeah, $75. Yeah. $75 to do 3 banners to get the right response from people that I was looking for via call and Aaron and whoever else liked it, and ran that bad boy and got 163 leads. And by the way, I appreciate everybody's feedback on that, big time, because it's going to come around to you guys. Actually, if you don't talk, it's going around. Yeah. So that's how. Yeah, so it's all good. It was a lot of fun. So guys, you can outsource a lot of things if you got the money and you have a product in mind. Just make sure you outsource it to the right people who know how to write sales copy, who know about lead capture pages. It's going to take work. You got to understand you should be building a list. If you're not even building a list and you're trying to sell people on the front end, you're going to flop, fall, die. It's just not even going to work. You know, understand. There's three things in marketing, and then we'll end this call real quick. You need a lead capture page. The only thing you need is a lead capture page. It's the front door to your business. Shouldn't be selling, telling. It should only provoke the person to give them their email address or phone number or whatever the case may be, period. That's the end of it. After that, there should be a sales page. It's called a direct style marketing sales page, and that page is your salesman on paper. That's what it is. Sells all the time, never gets tired, and it just keeps selling. And it has to be good enough to create sales on its own without follow-up.
Right.
Then you combine a follow-up with it, you're just going to even make even more sales. Then number 3 is your autoresponder. All right? Or your follow-up email sequence or your follow-up texting sequence. Whatever it is you're using, you have to follow up with your customers. You will get most of your sales on follow-ups, not from first exposures.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't care how great your system is. All right? It may convert real well on the front end, but I'm telling you, most of your sales will come from afterwards, especially if you go out. And if you combine that with third-party validation and good follow-up, you will make some money, man. You will definitely be able to change the quality of your life. There's no question about it. And that's what it really comes down to. So, call any last words?
That was awesome. I'm glad I asked the question about follow-up because you have definitely provided some value tonight, Joe. Because a lot of times we think we know what it is, and we get kind of on a rail, and we just go down that rail. But you have absolutely just broadened my mind to the various possibilities of what value really means, and I'm eternally grateful, truly.
Anytime, man, anytime. And that's why when I was thinking when Carl mentioned this follow-up thing, I said, man, that's a good topic because nobody ever talks about it. Everybody's all caught up calling this push button and automation stuff. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Trust me, I love it. Follow up. That's where the money is made. That's what big boys do. People you see on the leaderboard, they're following up, man. Some guys are getting on the phone. I do that once in a while. If I got somebody that has all these questions, I'm like, you know what, man? Here's my phone number. Call me. And I talk to them on the phone because it's just too much texting. It's just too much of it. Uh-huh. And then if they got that many questions, I'm going to close that bad boy on the phone. That's how that's going to go. Uh-huh. And so people even going as far as still, because guys, when you got a lead that's talking to you via text or email already, you broke the barrier. They feel comfortable talking to you now. All right? Why not get them on the phone? They're not going to reject you at this point. Mm-mm. Get them on the phone. Build that relationship. Remember, the best relationship builder is face-to-face. Second relationship builder is the phone. Third relationship is all the social media, texting, and everything else. If you can get on the phone, do it. That's how that goes. All right, guys, this is Joel Balsamo and Carl, and we appreciate you for taking the time to hang out with us. I'm going to go watch a movie because this is what I do late at night and have a snack. And, right, go to sleep and wake up with a nice fresh day and start this whole process all over again because I love it and I love to do it and it's just fun for me. That's all. So let's go ahead and end this hangout and maybe we'll do another one. We'll figure out another topic to talk about.
Sure.
But guys, get it out there. Spread the love.
Will do.
People will like it, man. Trust me. So I'll go ahead and hang up now, and we'll see you on the next hangout. Or, go ahead, connect with Carl on Facebook if you got any questions. Connect with me on Facebook if you got any questions. It's all good, man.
Absolutely.
All right, take care, everybody.
All right.